Hey folks, how you doing? How's everyone doing? Simon here. So your AI guy, like I like to be called nowadays quite a lot. But I thought I'd do a quick demo here for a project that I've been working on, a client of mine that I've been working with, in terms of how we can incorporate AI into his business. So he mostly focuses on selling bouncy castles, so hiring equipment for events, I think birthday parties or summer garden parties. You could have a bouncy castle to keep the kids entertained. He approached us. We've been discussing with him for the past few months now in terms of how we incorporate AI into his business. This is kind of a quick demo in terms of what we did, right? So if I could show you here. So really, he was experiencing kind of low engagement and drop-offs on his website. Currently has a lot of information on his website. Obviously, I won't show you the client just for confidential reasons anyway, but to some degree, yeah, a lot of information on the website make it difficult for customers to find what they want, which obviously led to a lot of drop in lead conversions. Now, the viewpoint that we had and the viewpoint we had was actually could we perhaps put a chatbot that perhaps could help answer some queries, give people some ideas and ideations of different products and how they can use different products, and as well as also answer basic questions about products, right? So, for example, somebody could come to his website and say, okay, engaging with this chatbot, I want to throw a party for my, 5-year-old. He loves football and all these kind of ideas. What kind of products do you think could be suitable, right? So, instead of the person going through this whole website, the chatbot kind of helps do that recommendation, as well as also if you want to find out about different, let's say capacity limit or different restrictions about each of the products. The chatbot can also help answer those, right? And finally, also capture leads for email recommendations. So if we could just quickly look at this now. So Kelly will always appear at the bottom right here. So when you click on Kelly here, the pop-up will pop up in here. Again, it's a chatbot interface. Again, hello, I'm Kelly, an AI assistant for Bubble and Bounce. I can help you with planning any upcoming events or parties, give product and theme recommendations, and answer general related queries, right? So she'll always ask for the names and kind of give that overview. So we are looking to throw a party for my son. He's 7. Okay. He's 7 years old. Okay, so let's see. That sounds like fun. What's your name? Thank you for asking. My name is Simon. Okay. Nice to meet you too, Kelly. Very polite. You need to know how many attendees. Okay, so around 15 guests, so a small party. And he loves football, being active, having fun with his friends, and computer games. So let's see what Kelly can come up with that, right? So she'll go away, look in her products, and come back with suggested products. Well, she'll create a theme first of all, and then provide suggested products. So looks like a football fiesta theme. So football play area, okay, and a giant football dot. It's quite cool. And bouncer castle. Okay, it's quite nice. Okay. Again, one example could be how much space do we need, right? So how much space is needed for the football dot? Yeah, so perfect, yes. Okay, let's switch this up, right? So let's say, obviously, they offer, different events that can handle, adult events as well as corporate events, right? So let's say actually it's now a corporate event. So actually, it's my company's 7th birthday, 7th anniversary, yeah. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so attendees, a small company, 15 to 20, let's say 30 guests, maybe more wider. Magic mirror photo booth. Okay. Looks interesting. Got a gazebo. Okay, yes. If we're doing it outside. And circus parade package. Okay, well, assault course definitely could be fun, right? So yeah, definitely you can see how this could be fun. So yeah, so generally Kelly will always look within the database and then return back product recommendations. You can also be used for, other product related queries in terms of understanding what the products can do and can't do. So, for example, let's ask how much setup time is needed for the product. It's just a bit glitchy there, but yeah. So as example, for the photo booth, she's telling us 1 to 2 hours, 30 minutes, 2 to 3 hours, so which is quite good. So again, from a customer's point of view, instead of a customer always asking these questions via phone or email, again, they can use a chatbot to be able to answer a lot of those queries. So, the end of it, also for now, we are ending the process by asking for email address, just random rhyme. And obviously that will ping an email address with the full recommendations. I thought I gave you my name. My name's Simon, right? So that will ping across and send me an email with the recommendations. So yeah, that's it really. So that's Kelly, and then for the geeky people who want to see a bit more detail behind the hood, so let's jump into the details to see how it's been developed underneath. So if we jump in here now, so let's see how we built Kelly. So from a flow process, so really what happens is the user starts with the input. We'll create a prompt. We're using ChatGPT-4 as the large language model, and if obviously Kelly has been prompted to ask specific questions, right? So if we do require more information, Kelly will always respond back with more queries, such as, for example, the attendee guest, number of guests, themes, and that kind of information, right? So kind of going into that loop until she has enough information. Once she has enough information, obviously we've got all the products for the client, and we've embedded them into like an embeddings model using PineCone. Again, it's a CSV file that we imported into PineCone, which gave us the embeddings. So we'll do it from a vector search, which effectively says, okay, a 7-year-old birthday party for the interest in all these different events, what other products closely match to this, right? So we get like a vector mapping of different products. And this effectively, we're leveraging a RAG kind of structure, right? So Kayla will always respond back based on these products itself. So giving us the RAG security to making sure she doesn't come up with anything random. And then based on that, obviously we respond back and then present those recommendations to the user. And obviously then the conversation can continue, right? So we can continue this continuous loop by asking, random questions like, for example, capacity or, information about setup times. Kayla will always go back to the RAG database to return back the responses, right? So we always ground her within that information, because one of the issues you have with large language models, that can easily hallucinate, right? So us, grounding her within this database ensures that we minimize that hallucination. And then, at the end of it, we can also have we have it where you can ask for an email and then the email will be sent, right? So we are going to improve on it. For example, the next step would be to begin to integrate a booking process within Kelly itself, but that's the next step. From an architecture point of view, so and again, how it's kind of structured. Again, you have the user interface, so we're using Vercel as the front end. And effectively in the back end, we've also, got the prompt management. So we've got a lot of prompts, user prompts, and the guardrails within the prompt as well in terms of what Kelly can and can't do. So helping in terms of certain words, certain keywords, certain language, for example. She always try to avoid that. ChatGPT-4 as for the large language model and the processing. And then obviously the PineCone for the vector database querying, which obviously we query it comes back to us with the responses of matching products or matching information. We augment the results as well as the prompt, and then we use ChatGPT-4 again to further reduce the number of products potentially that we could recommend on the front end. So, the large language model effectively returns back specific recommendation of products based on what comes back from PineCone, and then effectively we then respond back to the user. Again, within here, we have specific prompt instructions in terms of how to respond back to the user, what kind of language and what kind of information to send back to the user. Yeah, so that's kind of the architectural view of how it's been built. Again, quite basic in its nature, but quite powerful as well, right? So you can see, with the company itself now, Kelly can handle a lot of queries, a lot of basic product related queries, kind of initial engagement with customers on the front end, and kind of build that engagement, right, with users, and again, provide a lead capture tool, right? So as opposed to people just viewing your products and moving away, actually, if customers do want an email with that record of products that have been discussed, you can send that email, right? So so that's just kind of a quick example of what we've done. And and thank you for your time. Hope that was engaging. We'd love to hear your thoughts and your feedback in terms of what you think of what's been delivered. Thank you.